This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is the Barbados Today evening update for Monday, November the 17th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. A warm welcome to you. Operations at the Grantley Adams International Airport are back to normal, at least for the time being. Air traffic controllers returned to their control tower after a 5-hour work stoppage after their bargaining agents, the Barbados Workers Union and the National Union of Public Workers, met with airport management under the chairmanship of the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of International Transport, Irvin Best. The workers walked off the job in protest of poor working conditions, a situation Senior Industrial Relations Officer with the NUPW, Wayne Warren, tells Barbados Today the workers' concerns will be addressed. But Dwayne Paul, the Deputy Director of Industrial Relations with the Barbados Workers Union, which represents the majority of air traffic controllers, says an action plan has been agreed on which must go into effect tonight. Paul says failure to do so will see workers back out again.
These situations are not resolved. We've come up with a working plan, which will seek to address those problems starting tonight. But the problem is not resolved. But discussions are ongoing. The discussions are ongoing. Corrective action to deal with some of the issues has been promised to start tonight, but it is not resolved. But discussions are ongoing.
Are they back on their job?
We've put a workaround in place, so they are working. But as I said, this is contingent on some of this work being done tonight.
The air traffic controllers' action affected travel in and out of the country during the early morning hours. The Fair Trading Commission makes it clear proposed changes by First Caribbean International Bank will not take place under its watch. In fact, FTC's Director of Consumer Protection, Judy Maynard, is assuring customers that there is no need to fear. The changes, which are due to take effect by January, will, among other things, give the bank unilateral control over all future interest rates, fees, charges, and overdraft limits. Maynard tells Barbados Today that the Commission has already written the bank on the issue.
The Commission has more than an interest in this. The Commission was extremely concerned about CIBC's First Caribbean proposed changes to their client agreement, and so we immediately evaluated the terms and informed First Caribbean that they had to address this matter. And a letter was hand-delivered to First Caribbean on Friday, November the 14th, informing them that this matter is of the utmost. Consumer protection is paramount to consumers, and because it is paramount, and it is paramount to the Commission, we have to ensure that the rights granted to consumer under the Consumer Protection Act are not eroded. The First Caribbean has been aware of this issue since Friday, and this is a matter that we are looking into, and we are going to continue to be vigilant with respect to this and any other person, that brings terms or condition or anything of this nature that can affect consumer welfare.
Meantime, the FTC is also looking into a decision by Lime to impose a $4.68 charge on customers for bills received via the Postal Service. The FTC says the charge, which is scheduled to go into effect on January the 1st, could see the telecoms giant breaching its own contractual residential terms and conditions. FTC Chairman Sir Neville Nichols says the Commission will look at, among other things, implications of the charge in relation to price adjustments under the terms and conditions of the Cable and Wireless Price Cap Plan 2012 Fair Competition. He says the findings will be made public after this issue, as well as other matters, are examined. Barbados is making strides in ensuring that the basic rights of citizens are protected. But head of human rights at the Commonwealth Secretariat, Karen McKenzie, says the country still has some way to go in addressing issues surrounding equality and discrimination. She, however, makes it clear that this is not only true for Barbados, but the rest of the region.
In terms of Barbados, there is good progress being made. Of course, challenges do remain across the Commonwealth Caribbean, and we are here to work with Barbados in partnership to address some of those challenges. I think across the Caribbean, the issue of equality and non-discrimination is one I think that we need to converse about more. We need to be constructive in terms of looking at how we potentially advance better rights protection for all the peoples across the Commonwealth Caribbean.
In sports, Mark Venom Griffith advances to the quarterfinals of the Massey United Insurance Clash of the Titans Road Tennis Competition. Playing at the Villages at Coverley last night, the defending champion defeated Darius Baracus Gaskin in a keenly contested match. Gaskin, who is the reigning inter-parish junior champion, went down 21-23, 19-21 in what has been described as the best game of the tournament so far. In the other games of the night, Daria Hines came from a set down to defeat Kerry T.C. Francis 17-21, 21-16, 21-18 to book his spot in the last 8, while number 4 seed Julian Michael Jackson White predictably qualified for the quarterfinals with a straight set 21-13, 21-17 over Shabir Greenwich.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, November 20th to 23rd. Taste the culinary delights of top local and international chefs like Marcus Samuelson, Anne Burrell, Tyler Florence, Roger Mooking, Michael Hines, Dane Sadler, Daphne's Restaurant, and more. The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, 5th edition, November 20th to 23rd. Visit foodwinerum.com or contact Premier Event Services Inc. at 435-0670. Get your tickets now at Wine World or Ticketpal.com.
To news from the region now, a fond farewell for Jamaican reggae legend John Holt, who was laid to rest this afternoon. Members of the local entertainment fraternity turned out in droves to pay final tributes to Holt, who died in London on October the 20th at the age of 69. Popular entertainers including Luciano, Karen Smith, Boris Gardner, and Toaster Uroy were among those who paid musical tributes. They sang a number of Holt's hits before the service began. And further afield, it's official. Women priests can now become bishops. After 2 decades, the Church of England has formally adopted legislation which could see the first female priest being ordained next year. We get more in this BBC report.
It was in July this year that the historic vote took place, allowing women to wield real power in the church after an earlier setback 2 years before. After the changes made to canon law, the first female bishop can finally be appointed, with that appointment expected to be announced sometime in the new year. The first diocese to come up that could choose women as their bishops are in Sutherland, Nottingham, Oxford, Gloucester and Newcastle.
Well, I would hope that one of these 4 diocesan vacancies might well be one of them, and certainly some of the suffragan ones. But really, we're now at a point where we're saying men and women can be considered on absolutely equal terms. So in each instance, it's the best person for the role. It's the person who the diocesan representatives and those others involved believe to be the right person who fulfills the specification of what they're looking for. But clearly, we've now got a much wider range of candidates, which is excellent.
And that's where we end our Barbados Today evening update. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Line TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a wonderful evening.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. escape from reality, yeah, and let life take care of me. Oh, oh, we're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Oh, oh, shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.